Hello, ladies. Okay, let me go over and see where all we're at this evening. Okay, Facebook has not caught up yet. Let's see if it catches up. I am Cindy Hudson. I am in Maceo, Kentucky right now. And let me go over to comments too. So we should be streaming into Facebook, Flourishing Live events. I think maybe Beautiful You. We're on YouTube. And so I can see the comments on YouTube on my screen. And I don't see, okay, there's Beautiful You. So we should be coming into everything. Let me see if I can get us on Flourishing. Okay. Let me turn us way down. All right. And I see us in Flourishing. Get it way down here. Okie doke. So I should be able to see the comments in both places now. Diane is on. Hey, Diane. Diane's in Destin, Florida. Like I said, I'm in Maceo, Kentucky. Be sure that you go ahead and put in the comments who has invited you on today to join us to see Brows That Wow. I had to keep my brows hidden today so nobody could see that I didn't have brows that wow. I was going to do one and then show you and then do the other one, but it's just so much more dramatic when you see it happening right in front of you. So we're just going to do it while we're all in here together. I see Peggy Cooksey is on watching. If you do jump on live, whether on YouTube or in one of the Facebook groups, go ahead and, like I said, put on there who invited you, why you're watching, and then where you live. Because we'd love to see where we can reach out virtually, who all we can see here, who becomes part of our living room or part of our kitchen table here in our virtual family, in our virtual events. So be sure that you type in who invited you on and where you're at. And so, like I said, I see Diane. She's in Destin, Florida. Peggy is in Robarts, Kentucky. I'm sitting in Maceo, Kentucky today. And if you get to watch this on replay, if you also would let us know in the comments when you watch it, put hashtag replay. And then if you can tag your consultant by typing her name in and tagging her when her name comes up, she will see that you've been on there, so she can go back and look at your comments. We can all see that you've been on and be able to answer your comments and what you thought and what your questions were. Okay, so is anybody else on here with us? Okay, all right. Okay, so thank you for joining. This is Monday. This is March the 23rd. We're so happy to have you. It is our month of March. It's spring. It's now spring, in case you guys didn't know, officially now spring. And some of us, you cannot tell around this country what the weather it is, what season it is, because it's been crazy everywhere. We go from 80 degrees down to, I think it was 40 and felt like 29 this morning here in where I live in Kentucky. And yesterday it was 80. So we're going to all for sure pretty soon know that it's spring and summer. So just get ready for it. It's a great time to get with your consultant, because when seasons change, a lot of times there's things in our skincare that we need to change. There's things in our colors that we need to change. So sometimes you may go from the dry heat to needing a little, maybe some humidity control. Maybe you're going to need some oil control, or you might need, you might get drier because you're outside and maybe it's windy because it's spring. You might need to add some moisture. There's all kinds of things that your consultant, because you do have a personal beauty consultant, that she and we are here to help you with. Take advantage of the fact that you have a personal consultant, okay? And then color. This is the time that sometimes you have to change your foundation shade. You might want to change. You might be ready for a pop of color on your lips and want something a little brighter and a little more fun. This is the time, again, to get with your consultant. That's what she's here for. She wants to be a personal consultant for you. And you know what else? It might be time because of those things, to jump on a virtual event with her, either in person or maybe one of our family virtual events that we do together. So this week on Wednesday, we're going to have one of our Hydrate Pamper sessions. If you've never done one, it could just be that you pick one of our supplements and you do a charcoal pamper time with us, or a Revealing Radiance facial peel pamper time with us. Jump on. That might be something that you're wanting to add to your regimen because of the season change. And then in a couple of Saturdays, I believe it's April the 11th, we'll have a color session together, all together, playing with color on Zoom. And so you might want to book that with your consultant. So there'll be all kinds of things that we can do to help you, and that we're happy to help you with, okay? And so I see that we have some guests jumping on. Hello, Pam. Oh, yes, Miss Pam. Good to have you here with us. That's Peggy's customer, friend, client, guest on with her. Donna is on from Illinois. Looks like she may have someone also visiting with her live. Her guest is Angelic Henderson. So, hey, we're glad to have you guys. So what I'm going to talk about real quick is brows that wow. Okay, let me get my eyes, let me get everything opened up here. Okay, so I did a kind of a little more over the top dash out the door today. It was just really, really fast. I did my skincare this morning, and then I put on a squirt of our Luminous N150 beige foundation. I did a little squirt of that. I did a squirt of our light to medium CC cream. I mixed those together. The reason I did that is because our CC cream is a tinted moisturizer. It gives you about 7 to 9 benefits, antioxidant, protection from the sun, protection from the elements, vitamins that fight those antioxidants, moisturization, even skin tone. There's all these benefits with it. And then our amazing foundation gives you a longer coverage, also has some age fighting benefits in it. So we really a lot of times we like to mix those together. It gives you choices also to go with a little more coverage or a little less coverage, or to mix them together and have the best of both worlds. So I had that on today. I did put on a little of our silky setting powder over the top of that, put some of our cream, limited edition cream gel blushes on as my blush, and then popped it up with a little bit of our current limited edition bronzer, and some of our little highlighter that we had last quarter. And then I've got on a mixture on my lips of a limited edition tangerine lip liner, along with our rose lip liner mixed together, and a little Think a Pink lipstick over the top of that. Then on my eyes, I put on one of our new shimmer stick eyeshadows, the pink one, on the bottom here. And then I used a combination of our 2 limited edition palettes, our Outer Glow and Inner Fire. So if you want to ask your consultant about these, they probably have them or can get them for you. They are an amazing color combination. But the cool thing is that we like both of them, and I never can decide. So I usually use a little bit of both of these when I'm playing with them. And so I played around with those a little bit today also. And the shimmer sticks are awesome too. These are so easy to apply. If you're really needing to dash quick, is one of these shimmer sticks. We have 5 shades, and they are awesome to just swipe on, tap out if you need to a little bit. And then our gel cheek colors. Okay, so that's what I put on. I put on some brown eyeliner, and I put on 2 of our mascaras, our Lash Intensity and our Panorama. So that I did all that, and then I covered my brows all day. So let me just tell you what I'm going to use for my brows. I'm going to use what we have all the time for our brows, which is our little brow, kind of our brow kit. It is a brow and liner brush that you can buy separately out of our brush system. We have an amazing system of brushes. This one has a liner on that side. It has a little spoolie on this side. You can tell I always brush my makeup up out of my brows and get them brushed up, and so that you can do what you need to do to them. And then I'm going to use our brow micro tip liner. voila, right here. And I'm going to use our tinted brow gel. And I'll talk to you about those as I put them on. You can use another combination. You could maybe use our micro tip brow pencil and then just use some of our eyeshadow. Let your consultant help you pick a palette to put together for your brow color. Or you might want to use the eyeshadows and then set it with one of our brow tints or our clear brow gel. We have clear and we have tint, just depending on what your brow needs are. We have all of that for you. And Donna, our Vanna, is placing prices in the comments. So if you have questions about that, you'll see those in the comments. I see Christy is also on. She's another Illinois girl. So good to have you, Christy. And Becky says she loves choices. So do I. So do I. And I play with all of it. But I thought tonight I would kind of show you what the products are that we have all the time and let you know that you also can make your own brow kit with our eyeshadows if you wanted to do it that way. So I'm going to take the micro tip. Let me see, where's my camera? The micro tip liner, and this is brunette. You'll notice that I do still have some brows and that they are dark, and I have dark back here in my hair still. So I like the brunette because you can it will highlight the darkness that's still there in my brows. Now, I have a lot of holes. I have holy brows. You can kind of see they're there, but there's patches. And there's some that have decided to turn a different color, even though I did not do it with highlight. It's just doing it on its own. Well, I might want them to look a little more manicured and to be the same color. So that's another reason to use that I like the brow pencil and the brow gel. So here we go. I'm going to take the brunette brow pencil micro tip, and I'm going to kind of do, who likes to color? Anybody still like to color out there? I do. You remember when you would outline your picture so that you could get really good thick outline on your picture? Okay, that's kind of what we're going to do. Not real thick, but we're going to outline our picture before we start. And I'm just going to feather stroke the micro tip. You see, I didn't start down here because I didn't want it to be too bold down there, but then I'll add that in and feather line around. Now, one place a lot of us start losing those brows is out here at the edge. So you can go ahead and go out there and make you some out there, right? Feather, feather, feather. And I want it to be a little bit arched. So I'm going to go up to that top little hair that's left up there and into the center. Okay, you see how that has already, look at that. Look at what that's already done. Manicured that brow. It's given it a life of its own, kind of making it come alive, putting a frame around your eye. And I know that Miss Donna is putting prices down there for us on these. These are $14. Okay, little manicured little window around the eye. Look at that already. Oh, it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. Okay, I'm going to put the lid back on that because I'm just going to do this one so y'all can see the daggum difference. All right, now I don't want to darken it anymore. Like I don't want to make it bolder. So I'm not going to go with the brunette brow gel. I'm going to go with, I think I've got dark blonde tonight. I play around with blonde and dark blonde. The blonde is kind of more of a taupey blonde. The dark blonde is going to be a little bit more of a golden blonde, but it will both of these mix really well with my brow color. So it kind of just depends on you on that. So it's a little itty bitty. See how tiny the little wand is? And when it's brand new, like this one is, sometimes you have to swap it off because you'll get too much. And you don't want to get a big blob when you first do it. So kind of swap it on the edge because you can go back in there and get it if you need to. Swap it on the edge. Set that down. And then you're going to take this little spoolie and you're just going to lightly brush in the brow. And if you do it lightly, then if you do get a little clump of color, you can blend it out. Blend it out, go through those places that are holy and giving them a little color. And one of our favorite sayings, okay, and there you go. Look at the difference in that. Okay, what time are we at? Okay, I may go ahead and do the other one too. But can y'all see? Somebody tell me. Can you tell? What does it do? It lifts your eye. It gives it dimension. It lifts the eye. Don't y'all think? Girl, I think it looks so much better. Okay, let me go ahead and do the other one because one of our favorite things to say is our brows are sisters, but they're not twins. So let's do it and let's just see how it looks. And if it doesn't look just alike, you'll see that it's okay. Because I, Cindy Hudson, who have been doing this business for 30 years, going now towards 31, may not get her brows the exact same. And you know what? It's okay. Okay, so I am going to do the feather stroke line, outline, because I do, like I say, love to color, and I do like to know where I'm coloring. I'm not an outside the line kind of girl on that. Maybe on some things, but not this. Okay, so I'm going to outline it. Be sure you get down there at the end where you want to go. You want to tilt this here and make sure that your brow goes to that point, okay? And then your arch is in the middle, and then you don't want to go past this. So you pluck anything that's on the other side of the pencil on this side, okay, so that you have a nice, clean brow area. But then you also want to make sure that they're going out to the edge. So if they stop here, this is a good time to take your pencil and feather stroke and get you some brows out there, right? Okay, there we go. Okay, you see they're not exactly the same. They're not exactly the same. This might make me go up here with this one. You can also go in there and fix it if you need to. Okay, there we go. And let's see, other people are jumping on. Thank you, Donna, for all the prices. Hey, Bria, good to see you. Okay, remember now on the gel, we're going to swap it and clean it off a little so we don't get a big old clump of color. And we're going to go in there and we're going to brush it. Now, the cool thing about the gel is it will color any of those brows that have decided on their own that you want them highlighted. And you might be going, no, I don't want you highlighted, right? So you can color those with this tinted brow gel. You can go for the clear brow gel if you just want them to stay in place, because this is almost like hairspray for your brows. But it feels amazing and soft. This is just, it feels so good on there. So there you go. So y'all saw how they looked when I started. Well, here they are now. I've got the frame around my eyes. They look a little bit more manicured. My eyes are lifted. And it was very simple and fast. And you can play with it. Kathy always says, you know what? Makeup, if you mess it up, you take it off and you try again. You just start over. So simple to do. And so what you get with your consultant and ask her about these specific products, but if you would like to make up your own little palette of eyeshadows, if you think that might be easier for you to work with, you know, the same brush, it has right here, this little eyeliner type brush. This is perfect for dipping in those eyeshadows and filling that brow in. And then we've got colors that you can choose from to get the shade that you need, like a hazelnut espresso, a good mix in of those shades to get what your brow color is. Maybe even go with a little bit of a lighter one so that you can have your brow highlight under your brow, you know, like oh, why did I just go blank on what our Donna type in? What is that light? Not the crystalline that's shiny, but our one that is not shiny and is under the eye is called, look, I have a book right here. Biscotti, a little biscotti. You might put a biscotti in there, so you'll have a highlight color for under the brow, and then maybe put the hazelnut and the espresso, or whichever one is best for your eyebrow. And we have yeah, moonstone would be pretty too. Moonstone would be pretty on the lid, but we have a petite palette that would be perfect for a brow kit, or we have a pro palette that if you wanted to make like an eye color look and your eyebrow look all in the same palette, the pro palette might be for you. You could also on the other side put a cheek color and a contour color, and you'd have a whole color palette that you could make up in our refillable compacts and refill and when you need it to. Okay, and we can get you the prices on those, can't we, Donna? Our eyeshadows are $8 each, and then our palettes, I believe the petite palette is $10, and the pro palette the petite palette is $10, and the perfect palette, not pro, the perfect palette is $20. We do have a pro palette that's $28, and it's we call it our laptop. It's a larger compact that you can build many things in there, all kinds of looks that you can put in there together. Your brow kit could be part of it. You can put eyes in there. Anyway, all kinds of amazing things. We probably were one of the first and maybe the only person I know that has refillable compacts. And so we're not putting those big, huge compacts into the waste landfill, and we're reusing them time after time. There's a magnet that magnetizes your metal pan into your palettes, your petite, your perfect, and your pro, and so they stay in place. And you can put them any way that makes a square. You can customize it for yourself. So they are amazing. Okay, so yeah, petite palette's 10, a perfect palette's 20, I believe, and the pro palette's 28. Eyeshadows are 8. Our cheek colors are our highlighters and our contours are 14, and then we've got some limited edition ones that are square that are more of a shimmery bronzer. Those are priced a little differently. Those are 22. Okay, just to throw all that out for you, and just browse that wow right there. Some of what makes them wow too, though, guys, is how you do that eyeshadow, to put that highlighter underneath and to get that that picture in there inside that frame you just made, right? Get your shimmer stick and do your couple of swipes of the amazing shimmer stick colors. Those shimmer sticks are the shimmer sticks are 20. Those have been new to us for a couple of books now, but those are 20. Okay, I think that's all I've got for you guys, other than you heard me say a while ago, I've been doing this for 30 years. And what I want you to know is that our company is ever changing and making things better and better. So if you are a person that gets bored easy, come join us, because there is always something new on our horizon. Our company does not sit still. Mary Kay said that nothing wilts faster than laurels rested upon. She may have got that from somebody else, but that's what she said. You cannot rest on your laurels, and our company does not rest on the amazing 63-year career that it has had. It changes and grows with the industry, and so that that you're always on the cutting edge. They test. They do millions of tests a year with our scientists and our dermatologists that are on our boards and in our staff, and they find the perfect thing. They don't just go with fads. They go with the things that really work. So if you want to know that you're going to have skincare that's tried, tested, and true, this is the skincare to use. If you want to know that your color products are safe and made more toward the European set of rules, which is much more stringent than the USA set of rules, that is us. That is what Mary Kay does. If you want to know that there's a company that's going to have your back, this is the one to join. This is the one to dip your toe in and just to see what you think. This month, $10 to start. If you just want to start with an e-commerce type setting, if you want to do more virtual selling, if you know that that's what's going to fit your lifestyle, it's $10. You actually have 15 days to make a decision after that you want to maybe add the kit. If you wanted to add the kit, it's up to you, totally up to you. The kit would just give you the availability to do stuff in person. It gives you over $400 worth of stuff. It's $90. You can add that if you want. You can do it the same day. You can do the 10 and the 90 if you want to. You know, when most of us a lot of us that started on here, there are consultants. We didn't have a choice. It was $100, and it was a great price. You still got $400 worth of stuff, but then you had to pay on addition to that to be able to process credit cards, and you had to pay for your website. Well, now My Shop is a website that you get totally free, and the company takes care of doing those credit cards when people get on there and shop with you on your My Shop, and it's all done for you, and you just get the little commission put right into your bank account. And so we can tell you more about that if you decide you'd like to check in. Maybe you want to talk to your consultant over coffee or in person, or maybe you want to do a virtual peek into pink with her and her director. Let us know that. We would love to tell you a little more about it. But right now, it's a March price. We don't ever know when they do a special. Is it going to go longer than March? We don't know. But right now, you could just get started for $10 if you wanted to see what you thought about it. See if this was for you. 30 years ago when I started, I did not know I'd still be here 30 years. And my boys were the age that now my grandkids are. My grandkids are the exact age that my boys were when I started. And I didn't know I was going to go into a new generation in this business. But 8 career cars later, here we are, and didn't know that would happen either. But you don't ever know what's in store, and it may just be that it's a fun thing that you want to do for a season. You know, everything in our lives, there's seasons and there's reasons, and then there's lifetimes. And so this might be a season or a reason for you if you're trying to work on money for a wedding or for a vacation, and you just want to do this for a while. It's okay. People start and stop, and it's okay. You know, you don't look down on, let's see, you know, oh, my son, Salem, let's just take him, for instance. He started out with 3 dudes moving in Lexington, Kentucky, and he's moved on now. He actually is in robotic training for surgeons that do surgeries on people to biopsy cancer areas if they feel like might be cancerous, and then that robot can do the surgery while it's in there. Now, do any of us look down on Salem because he used to move? He used to be a mover, and then he decided to quit that? No. We wouldn't, right? We would not look down on him. So you can try it. See what you think. It's okay. It's okay. See what you think. It might not be for you, but we always say it's worth a try. It's worth seeing what you're saying no to before you just say no to it. So I just wanted to give out that little blurb because of the fact that it is right now that you can start for $10. So please talk to your consultant about that. Let her and her director talk to you. That could be me. It could be Diane, depending on who your consultant's director is. And then be sure and ask her about the brows that wow, right? Because we all need these brows. They are what lightens years off of us when we have nice manicured, pretty brows. And so we want you to have that too. Okay, let's see. I don't think I saw any questions. Did I? Anybody have any questions for me about anything? Okay. All right. So we had Illinois represented. We had Florida represented. We had Kentucky represented. I'm not sure. I don't think I saw. Sometimes Paige jumps on. That would have been Michigan represented. I don't know that I see. I don't know if Georgia's represented. I'm not sure. Some of you haven't commented. If you are on, be sure you put in the comments that you were on. And if you watch it later, #replay. Okay. All right. Love you guys so much. Think about joining us, guys. Really. It's worth a try. You don't have to stay 30 years. We won't make you. But you might love it. Okay, Pure is on YouTube. All right, so Georgia is represented. Hey, Pure, good to have you. And see all those states? Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Kentucky. Lots of times we have Michigan. It's a great way to do business. It's a great way to meet people. It's a great way to add joy to people's lives, including your own. And so we'd love to talk to you more about that, okay? Come be our main customer. We'll take you. Okay. Thanks, ladies. Have a great evening.